ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, presents you to Daytona for the NRSL Daytona 500 qualifying. Hello, my name is Warren Keith, up in the booth. Beautiful day here in Daytona, 45 minutes on the clock, and cars are already starting to roll off the pit lane. Not much of an intro today. It is Daytona 500 qualifying, and no surprise, your defending winner first off pit road in Jessica Shelton, as we're going to stick on this camera for just a minute. Welcome to a brand new era of the NRSL, actually, by the way. This is the first Cup Series event on my channel, and I hope it's the first of more to come in the future. We got qualifying today. You might have already just seen the ARCA race that's ran, and tomorrow, that's right, we got the Bud Shootout. That's going to be interesting enough as it is. But first, we got to get qualifying out of the way for the duels on Thursday. Remember, odds are in race 1, evens in race 2. Top 2 are locked in the show no matter what happens in the duels, unless they wreck in the duels. That's the main point. If you wreck in the duels, you better find something real quick if you're one of the pole top times. Jessica Shelton crossed the line for the first lap. It's going to be 1:06, but expect that time to drop considerably here at Daytona. Brand new cars on track, by the way, also. Brand new mod. 2019 mod. Got big spoilers on the back of these things, and that's right, a brand new Daytona. Last couple seasons, and probably as long as you can remember, we were racing the 2011 Daytona. Well, in NRSL canon, the track's aged a bit, and now it's bumpy and more abrasive than ever. So let's get out on track and figure out who is where, as times are just clicking off here. Brett Pritchard top of the time boards right now at 1:05, but that's his outlap. Shelton should be coming across the line any second. She should post a quick time of 47.339. That's going to easily get overtaken by Levi McIntyre in the number 99. Okay, Anderson just bumps into second place right now at a 46.8. Kev Shear jumps to the top of the board with a 46.9 to start off the session quite well. Levi McIntyre actually stays on top. I just didn't scroll up. Dummy me. But Levi McIntyre with a quick time early. So stick on the pit road camera for now. I think we have about everybody out on track. Let's go find some people. There's Trent Dunham, the number 1 Sega Vodafone Chevrolet for Seg Keith Motorsports. Looking to help his Daytona woes. He's not been very good here, but expect that to change hopefully this season for him. Back to the field. There's Johnny Gardner in the number 5. Alex Ferranti behind him. We're going to see if drafting makes a difference here today. Ooh, as Ferranti goes to the inside there. That's Dylan Thoreau in the number 4. Racing for not Seg Keith, but it's funded by Seg Keith for Spirit of Daytona Racing, as there's a little bit of a gaggle there. And look at behind him, Dylan Poteet. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. There's a touch. Already starting to get physical in qualifying. Dylan Poteet on the inside of Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater in a new numbered new ride this season. Dylan Poteet in the same old, little bit different look for Dylan this season. No Caterpillar on board. Diego Yepes takes over the championship ride from last season in a Mercedes. That's right, Mercedes making their debut this weekend in the NRSL. This is the first time they've been on track in a actual event here in qualifying. Inside him is Keith Batson. As it is the story of the 70s right now near the top of the board. Ember Ross in second. Joshua Osborne in third. My oh my. Here's a nice little gaggle of cars. Some Archangel Racing. Well, there's only one Archangel Racing, but one driver definitely making a difference this season is John Arndt left. Seg Keith, as we all know, went over to My Racing in a trade deal. Driver for sponsor. And we'll see where he slots in. As of now, he is well down the order. My lord. Or I missed him. I probably missed him. Oh, yeah, there. He's 21st with the 45.733. About a second off. It's Alex Ferranti. Just gonna go on board there. Ignore that. Alex Ferranti, where is he at? He posts a flyer. Here's a nice pack. I don't know if you want to be in a pack, double file, but we'll see. Where is that 84? Oh boy, this is interesting. Now here we go. Here's a pack. Trent Dunham leading this one. They're 3 wide behind him. You don't want to reckon qualifying either. But this pack is definitely where the speed is. Top of the board right now is this pack. 84, 4, 5 are in this pack. They must have gotten one whale of a run. Ferranti might adjust this lap a little higher. We'll see. No, it still stays there. And no one from this pack really jumped up, so I'm thinking Ferranti must have gotten a tail end of the sniff of this draft before they became 3 wide and put them near the top of the board. Excuse me. 38 minutes left on the clock. At the top of the board right now is an actual surprise driver of Alex Ferranti. Oh, don't lean on each other, guys. Seen that in shootout practice already. Yeah, they might get a fast time. Dylan Thoreau calling it a day. The 20 calling it a day. Some new drivers I need to learn. Rookies. I think that's Jeff James. They're butchering me there, but James in the 20. Kyle Keithan getting service. And I got Joshua Osborne mixed up. They're both Castrol GTX cars, so, whoo! Kyle Matthews bringing it in pretty hot. Just quitting more on pit road. Jessica Shelton, Charles Sanford. You might going to see me use the clock at the tip, the top here. I'm going to get used to the names just a bit more. There's some new names and new rides and new faces. I know who's in this pack. You got Charles Sanford, Sky Commons in the 17. New ride for him. Brett Pritchard, new ride in the 54. And Connor Meyer in the 51. So Meyer Racing getting a little bit of representation right here as they rocket back down the super stretch. Into turn 3, just going to get a good lap here for Commons if he can just stay behind Sanford. Back a little bit ways. JT Bryant, no surprise, in the 22, back again. Jeffrey Finguy in the 92, and Devin Becker in the 36. Nice paint scheme for the 36. I like that a lot, actually. That's a nice looking paint scheme in that Rheem Toyota. Courtney Keith in the 40. Yeah, of course, Levi McIntyre, who's fallen all the way down to 10th right now after leading at the very beginning of the session. And the 78 has bumped his way up. Here comes the Sega Keith gang of Benjamin Miles, Kay Anderson, and you got Philip Parker for, I believe that's Meyer Racing as he goes inside. Behind him is the quick pack, even though Trent Dunham's nowhere in the top 10, of Trent Dunham, Alex Ferranti, Johnny Gardner, and James Qualls. That's the name I messed up earlier. God dang those 2 Castrol cars. Clinton Spillman, of course, back in the 24 John Deere colors yet again this season. Behind him is R.J. Bishop, or is that Ron Bishop? Who knows? There's too many Bishops on the chessboard. But back in Mercedes again. No surprise there. Of course, he had Zachary Fitzwater, Diego Yepes, Keith Batson, Dylan Poteet, talked about them. Kev Shear. Here comes Seth Cole in a number 07. Brand new sponsor and number for him. This is a new look for Seth Cole. It's going to take some time to get used to for sure as John Hart follows him off pit lane. Man, Seth Cole is just making 2020 worth it. You know, the number 07, haven't seen that number in quite some time. Used anywhere, really. And he's using Stand Up to Cancer on board that number 07 Chevrolet Camaro. There's a pack coming off 2. That looks like Andre Baranowskis, Brett Pritchard, Kyle Keith, and there's a teal car in there. It's Connor Meyer. Oh, that's not Kyle Keith. Remember, that is Charles Sanford. All right. This pack, now this is going to be interesting. Who can get a sniff off of these two? Because I think right now Josh Osborne is in a great spot right here. Hell, Quentin Moore might be in the best spot. I'm going to see these times. Hopefully Rocket here. They're going to catch this pack ahead of them that's running side by side. Is there any quick times in that pack? Not this lap, and I don't think they're going to get a shot. If anything, Kyle Matthews might be the best. Sky Commons on the bottom. Kyle Matthews might be in the best spot now. So they rocket off too. We'll see what he does here. Does he go inside on the back? Oh, they're squeezing down the back, but they went... Yeah, no, he goes inside. Now he's going to get held up by the pack here. Ooh, Becker! Don't do that, buddy. That's how you murder a whole field of cars. Now here's some pack racing for you. Side by side, about 4 rows deep here. Osborne looks inside. Any time difference at the line? There was some time difference at the line. And as I said, Kyle Matthews rocks up to 7th place with that lap with a 45.015. As they're 3 wide, 3 by 3, 2 rows deep. Osborne leads this little pack. That's what you got to look out for, is these packs catching other packs. That's where your speed's going to be. Like right here. See if Alex Drayton, number 14, can get anything out of it. That's a new ride for him this season. Behind him, Cody Lamas, the Florida Panthers scheme. Behind them is Ember Ross in the number 77. And behind them is Turner in the 78 Aflac Mercedes-Benz. Rookie stripes on that car. Yeah, I think Jumba's going to get a good lap here. But look, Cody's like, no. No, I want this inside line. So he's going to take the inside. Ross, really, what she's doing, running that high up unless Lamas is going to come down pit road. No, he's not. Ross just taking the high line there. She comes back inside. She does. Is it going to be this lap or the next lap for these? Oh, Cody Lamas up to 4th place. 44.962 for the number 48 car. As he's going to get shuffled by Ember Ross. She wants a pole time. This is the pack to watch here. They're not running side by side ahead of him, so the draft is a little bit more... now they are. And they're catching 2 cars, so I'm going to keep my eye out on this little group here. All 3 of them, all 3 groups. So Cody got a huge run on the back. He might have one heck of a lap here. So might Alex Drayton. Check them coming off 4 here. Alex Drayton's in 10th right now at 45.0. And Cody Lamas is still in 4th at 44.9. Check them at the line here. Wow. And Kyle Keith jumps up to 9th. Wow, he was 41st before that jump. Cody Lamas actually fell back a position there. Zach Flickinger actually bumps up to 4th place. And a whole new cast of characters just joined the fray. It's Kyle Matthews. Had my eyes set on him earlier. It's Trent Dunham, just about Kevin LePage's. And, wow, Levi McIntyre, he's got a quick hot rod. Courtney Keith, no surprise. She's been quick in all the practice sessions at a 44.850. And Alex Fronte, good by him, man. He's keeping it up there as long as Turner. That's your top 5 right now. But right now, your front row for the Daytona 500, with 30 minutes left, it's Kyle Matthews and Levi McIntyre. Alex Drayton jumps up to 5th place. Dylan Thoreau, that single car team, Spirit of Daytona Racing, in 7th place. Let's go back to 10th on back. Johnny Gardner's in 11th place, Ember Ross in 12th. Kyle Keith falls back from his 8th place to 13th, so a big pack must have came across the line. Seth Cole in 14th, JT Bryan 15th. Zach Rogers in 16th. Dylan Poteet 17th. 1836, that's a new number to me. Let's go find a 36 on track. Remember, some new names and people in new rides. I'm still getting used to it, because I don't think we're going to find... Oh, here it is. Oh, it's Devin Becker. I'm an idiot. Devin Becker's in 18th. Oh, dearie me. I'm all over the show today. James Qualls in 19th, and of course, Jessica Shelton leading this pack. She's sitting in the 20th position. That's your top 20. As they're pulling away, her and Kyle Keith are from this pack. Cody Lamas as there's Charles Sanford getting the fresh rubber. Anything to add at the line? No, stays the same. At least 11th on back. Top of the board still stays the same. I think everything's calmed down for just a second as, oh, Alex Drayton just about sent Cody Lamas up to the moon. Get that quarter panel off, too. It's going to be a bad day. Down the back straightaway. A little bit of jostling position. Does Rogers say yeah? Yeah, he does. Keith inside of Shelton. And Flickinger to follow Keith. As Yepes hung out to dry on the high side. But he is going to get some help from Shelton off 4. Keith up the block. Flickinger going to get a good run from Lamas to the line. Not much of a change again. Oh, Kate Anderson jumps up to third. Didn't see that. As this pack roars through 1 and 2 yet again. A pretty big pack, honestly. And here's a nice big pack. Fitzwater trying to hang on to this one. It's Quentin Moore on the inside. Oh, not Quentin Moore, it's Spillman. My God. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't judge me. It's Varanoskis. Trying to qualify for her first 500. See where she's at. 34th. Not doing a good job right now. It's going to need some draft assistance later. And here's the pack where Kate Anderson is. That's the 3 car. Now Quentin Moore's leading this pack. You got James and you got Johnny Gardner drafting together. Ferranti just hanging on the back of this one, just trying to sniff something. It's been a pretty, I know I make it sound exciting, but it's been a pretty calm qualifying session so far, actually. So nothing's really popped off just yet with 27 minutes remaining. But they are clearing 200 in turn 1. That is impressive. Miles off turn 2, goes to the high side, blocks more. I think everyone will be blocking and qualifying, but hey ho, who am I? It's there's one driver we haven't talked about, Noah Hart in the 18. Making his return back to the NRSL. Looking to qualify for the Daytona 500. 26th right now. That puts him in duel 2 at the moment. Poteet calling it quits on this pack. Hits down the pit lane. Now the duels will have a random grid order, so just because you where you qualified, if you're not on the pole or the front row, pretty much just tells you what race you're in instead of where you start in that race. So there will be a randomized qualifying order for those races. Be interesting to see what fast cars can move to the front in those races. I'd like to see that. This Bishop goes down the block. Batson on it. Fitzwater's been hanging on this one. He was behind for quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but just enough. Thought he might get a good draft off it. And he pops at the line, top 10. No. Go around the track and take... Oh, poor Osborne. Now, where's Qualls? Where's the other Castrol car? We're going to keep an eye on these two. Ooh. Ooh. John Arndt not happy with Thoreau, but that's just because the 92 is coming down pit lane. But Thoreau got a huge jump off that. It's not going to help him. I didn't help him at all, but I used to sit and duck to this pack now. There he is. There's Qualls. Coming off turn 2 behind Brett Pritchard. Man, Connor Meyer and Brett Pritchard just been hanging out together this whole session. Kudos to them. They got a game plan. As Kev Shear triggers his way inside of Seth Cole. Can't wait to say that's for position when the duels come out on Thursday. It's going to be nice to be able to call a race again. Qualifying session is a little bit different. It's more or less just me talking while times are being put down. It's mandatory, though. You got to do it. Wow, Meyer and Seth Cole got a huge run on the high side. Now, I'll talk about that just a bit. So, when we made this, when we edited the track I just a bit, I'll let you a little behind the scenes here. We made it to where the inside line has to lift on old tires. And that outside line in turn 1 and 2 just shoots around you like it's not even funny. But stalls on the exit, so it's going to create some good side-by-side racing. But if you can roll that high side late on tires, you might have a good shot as it starts to stack up here with Trent Dunham leading the way in this one. As Seth Cole wants to try. Now watch the high side here. Seth's going to have to let off. Not much. But it let off enough for the fact that Trent Dunham got by him there. So just a bit. They might have just braved the throttle. As I saw someone come off pit lane. And that's Poti coming off with fresh tires. And a pack coming up behind him. Oh boy. Don't LePage. Don't LePage. Don't LePage. Because I've seen AI LePage in turn 3. Oh, close though. Close. As that lets those drivers of Courtney Keith no surprise, even John Hart's trying to get some help from his old ex-teammates as they go through the trial. Will any change position there? None. We're going to scoot on back to boot scoot boogie. So this pack, which is still strong, my lord, this is a big pack. What's nice about this qualifying session, it's also more almost a practice session to see what the racing will be like in the 500. That's always good. So number 11, it's Ramia Fisher. First time we mentioned him all day. So they rocket off into turn 1. See, that high side just gets a run. Nothing you can really do on the inside. Kyle Keith leading him back down the backstretch. Fisher rockets to the inside. Keith tries to close the door. Nothing in it. As Shelton's like, we're going somewhere. Let's go. I got places to be and lap times to put down. As last season's 500 champ gets to the inside. It's a nice big pack. I'll come back to this one. Here's a somewhat big pack. It's the pack we talked about earlier. I think everyone's kind of found their buddies they want to be with the whole race. As Keith Rowe and Art got reeled back in. Lag spike there. Maybe that's a wreck. We'll see. Anybody reckon? No? There's a little bit of a lag spike. Not much, though. Now, when you come in, put tires on and go out for your last shot. See, we got 21-ish minutes left. I don't know. I really don't know when you would do it. I think, personally, whatever times you see right there in the top 10, I think that's where it's going to stay. I don't think we're going to get any quicker. Unless we put fresh tires on here. Unless everyone comes in and puts fresh tires on the same time. I don't think it's going to make a difference. As Meyer and Commons on pit lane. Commons taking a nice long stop here. Extended stay for the 17. There goes Meyer. There's Ferranti on the back of this one. And as I say that, I get proven wrong like a total idiot. JT Bryant moves his way up to 3rd place, putting him in Duel 1. So JT Bryant bumps his way back up into the top 10 in 3rd place. as Commons finally comes off pit lane and rejoins the civilization that is the NRSL at Daytona. Now, where are you going to go here, JT? You going to go on the inside in 3? What are you going to do here? Matthew's going to the inside in 3. He's like, I'm not staying around. Yeah, he is. He's going to fall Becker. I think the old tires are killing it. Oh, he's going to go with Becker. Or is he going to go on the inside here? Go to the inside. Courtney Keith goes down pit lane. Oh, don't tell me you had to lift off there, JT. Oh, he did. Dang. That was going to be a flyer. That was going to be good. That was going to be a quick lap. Tim Fiegel. Oh, something wrong with Miles. Right in front of this. You just saw it coming off the trial. Had to bail. Don't know what for. He's holding up Fiegel. But let me get back to Fiegel here. First time we mentioned his name today. Number 95 for Archangel Racing. Has Miles got a flat? I don't know. He's like, just go. He's going to get caught in the grass here. But even Fiegel's not going. What are they doing? Oh, qualifying. You never disappoint. Oh, Miles had to back off big time there. What is up with Miles? He must have a flat or something. Pat goes around the outside of him. Because he bailed. I mean, he just bailed out of that pack like it was nothing. He's not out of fuel. He's under power. I don't know what is wrong with that 2-car. But something is up with that 2-car. No blown engine. We would have seen that. I'm saying flat. Because the way he bailed out of it going into turn 1, you don't normally see that. Oh, they called it quits. Oh, man. So, Benjamin Miles must have broken something as he's back out after possibly a quick fix. But where's he at in the standings? 25th. We better hurry on. As here's that pack. As they come in to get fresh tires. Got Sanford, Lamas. Come on. Bishop, Keith, Miles back out. Parker. Yeah, it's Phil Parker. Ross, a couple Archangel Racing cars in there. Becker, Fitzwater, Flickinger. There goes Qualls. Oh, Batson blowing the engine. Starting to see the first signs of some wear and tear in this qualifying session. As this pack ain't going to get anywhere any quickly. Doing only 3 cars. Turn 3 they go. Trent Dunham and Daytona, man. Is there a more, like, sad-filled duo? Like, is there such a thing as a sad-filled duo? Because I think Trent Dunham and Daytona, at least in the NRSL, it's just tragic. It's a tragic story. It's a tragic love story, if you want it to be that way. Qualified pretty well a couple seasons back. I think it's like season 5 or 6. And lap 1, turn 2. It's one of the main catalysts for that huge, big one that took out half the field at the beginning of that race. One of the more forgettable 500s for Dunham. Scroll back here. There's Matthews and Poteet. See where everyone's at. So they come off turn 2. Yeah, again, a big pack. Man, when I'm looking at big packs on this track, there's always 3 cars I see in a big pack. It's going to be 42, 95, and that bloody 7 car. I mean, every time we've cut to a big pack, it's been those 3 at the base of it. Oh, and by the way, Shelton is in that too. And Roger's just like, I need something. I need a sniff. He's the only dodge in the field, though. I mean, he's the only dodge. So, he's not going to have any partners to begin with. Oh, well. Nice looking dodge, though. I do like the model. Rogers, if you're watching this, which I bet you are, good paint scheme, buddy. That's a nice one. Nice to see that number 6 back on track. Parker on track. Off the pace a bit. Must have just came off pit road. Sanford's backing up to his teammates here. Or his teammate, I should say. Also, Pack. Anybody hanging off the back of this one? No? If Alex Drayton was up to speed, he would. Gardner come off pit lane. He'll probably team up with Franny. Hart. Where's he at? Where's Noah? Let's take a look here, folks. Noah Hart is in 30th. Not Lord. And here's that big pack. So, let's just take a look at these guys. Forget qualifying for a second. Let's just watch them for the pack racing. The new form of pack racing we're seeing in the NRSL. Now, the old form of pack racing would be car moves up from the inside line, goes to the high side, falls back. Not anymore. That lead car can block. He can go up and down if he wants to, if he's got the run. And the AI drivers can make their way up the field any means necessary. I've seen them go through the middle to try to make spots. So, it'll be real interesting to see. See as McIntyre goes to the bottom here. Meyer and Baranowskis. As McIntyre goes back up, he'll come back down. So he's just working both lanes here, gets a good little gap. Got a car ahead of them, that is Becker. He's going to join the fray here. So McIntyre goes back down. Now, I don't know how long ago these guys pitted for tires. I don't know how quick that high side is right now, but if you're on the high side late in this race, like I said earlier, you're going to want to be there. So they're catching the slower car. Becker, he's going to hold the high side up. Inside line moves on. Bingo bango. Becker's up to speed. I'm going to watch Yepes, man. He's got a... I just noticed how that Miller Lite 59 car, 8th place right now to 44.913. Story of the 9 still at the top of the field. Kyle Matthews, McIntyre 1-2. That's your front row for the Daytona 500. Just down the back they go. A little bit of separation forming in this pack. Or is that by strategy? Oh, who knows? Nah, it's just Kyle Keith's being an idiot. He didn't tell anyone he was coming down pit road. But that does open the door for Fisher and, God bless me, Finn Guy. I gotta remember Finn Guy. I'm starting to get the names now, but Finn Guy's blowing me with the hockey scheme. Oh, he's got a huge run. I'm gonna watch the 92 car this lap if he doesn't get held up here. No, he does not. Watch this 92, folks. I don't know how good of a lap he's on, but that was one heck of a turn. Oh, he's going to get cut off by Baranowskis. It's because people ahead of him are coming in. Oh, don't waste your lap. My goodness gracious. Good job, Finn Guy. Good job. You had a lap. You had a lap going. And you blew it. You had one job, and you blew it. Yepes and Fiegel might have a shot if they can stay with Rogers here. We'll see, though. Rogers may have a good lap. I'll keep an eye on the 6 and 95 here in the next scoring loop. Or loops. 2 laps. Gardner and Franti have been hanging out with each other the whole Q session as 9 minutes 50 on the clock. Maybe I should say the times won't change. Maybe they'll change. Wink, wink. Jokes aside, seeing some pretty good names, pretty different names at the top of the field. It's good to see Commons back up in there. I believe season 5 champ. Season 5 or season 4, one of the two. Number 24 car when he won it. 17 car this season, there he is. On your screen running Bass Pro Shops. Just keep my eye on this monitor, on this scoring pylon on the left side there. I just want to see if I can find that 6 car pop up anywhere. Or that 95 by that matter. Those are the 2 cars I was going to keep my eye on. At least on the scoring pylon. No, nothing yet. So I don't think the laps were that good for them, honestly. Where are they at? Yeah, Rogers is 13th. That's not bad. It's 95. Where's Fiegel? 23rd. You think Fiegel will be a lot higher up? And he was in enough packs in this session. 8 minutes. Gonna be on the clock. Halfway down the back for these guys. Alex Straighten looking inside. Let's go to the helicopter view here. Miles getting a nice little run there on Alex Straighten. Oh my God, Osborne, what are you doing? It looked like he was stopped compared to how fast they were going. My goodness gracious. Well, whatever lap was on for any of these drivers was gone. Good job, Osborne. Keeping it classy. Keeping it classy. Throw back off pit lane. Here's your provisional pole sitter right now. Don't know if he'll stay there. I say that. But at a 44.6, I got a good feeling he's going to stay at the top of the board. Good feeling. I got a good feeling. I could be proven wrong. I was last time. So I'm going to say I feel good about it, even though I probably don't feel good about it. Ooh, Poteet. Giving Noah Hart the old 1-2 welcome back treatment there, huh? Forcing his nose inside. Yep, that's coming off pit lane. I do like that Miller scheme. Very simplistic, but well, it's very nice. And I do like this scheme. Take a look at it. Now, if that doesn't scream Shelton, the hood piece makes it look like she's got braces. The hood piece makes it look like she's got braces on. Oh, that's killer. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, WKK3. On this channel, we take everything seriously, but I like to add a little funny spin to it. Get used to it. Arca series is going to be a comedy fest. As back to a serious note, Sanford and Ross side by side behind Qualls off turn 4. I still can't get over that. If you're watching this on the premiere, F in the chat. That's just ridiculous. That hood piece made it look like there was a a bloody brace unboxing. Oh, it's too good. Tried to dun him off pit road. Probably for the last time today. JT Bryant, 3rd place, might stay there unless he finds help, which I don't think he's going to. Oh boy. 1:30 in the morning. How about it? Fiegel looks inside of his teammate. So Fiegel and James. as they rocket down the backstretch. Coleman's going to let him go. Right? Yes. Okay. Well, they like to come up there. I don't know. They like to pop up there. I keep thinking there's a goddamn wreck every time we cut to that camera angle where there's fog. And I know there's not. But because it's me, I'm just like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Here's what it is. It's Ferranti giving a good showing. 6th place. I'm telling you, man. You're going to see a new winner of this Daytona 500 this season. I mean, just look at the names in the top 10. Oh, there's a wreck. Somebody, that's Alex Drayton down the inside of turn 3 and 4. Oh, don't come back on the... Oh, my goodness gracious. And that 14 car is a crunch. We'll take a look at what happened here after qualifying. Yeah, we'll do it now. It's qualifying. Who cares? There's no editorial process to qualifying. It's just do a... Ooh, there was a LePage in this session. And it's good old Andre Baranowskis. Ooh. Oh, credit to Andre. Ooh, a lot of damage on the right side there. Credit to her, though. She kept that car straight. Let's go, as we're coming down to the last couple minutes here. We're going to hop on board without... Can I get the camera? Thank you. Oh, no. That's a little bit more Alex and Andre at the same time. I don't know. I don't know who you call on that one. That was a little bit of a mutual agreement in turn 3, if you ask me. Here's a nice little pack here. Rogers on the inside. Parker stuck in the middle. Now Ross gonna get hung out to dry. Who's ahead of these guys? Who's that? That's is that Seth? No, it's John Hart. From the back, it looked like John Hart and Seth Cole, the same cars. Drayton's got the backup car out with 2 minutes left. Who's behind this pack? Oh my lord, that's the wrong way. No. I was gonna say something, and I'm like, nah, it's too far. No, we'll watch Quentin though. Quentin Moore might have something. He's 199. Yeah, he's picking up speed. He's stuck behind these two. I'm gonna keep my eye on that 89 car. Excuse me, with 1:30 left. Oh yeah, he's got a good lap going here. He just doesn't need to get hung up behind Turner. If he can get in the inside of Turner, he's going to. Oh boy, he needs to get away from Ferranti now. Quentin, get away from Ferranti. Get behind Turner. There you go. There you go. Oh, this might be a good lap for the 89 car. Is Jesus going to the pole? I don't think so, but god damned if he doesn't. Get that inside. Come on. Oh, he had to let up. Oh, nope. Doesn't even crack the top 10. Dang. Let me down there, Quentin. There's 23 seconds left on the clock. It's already been 45 minutes. Doesn't it fly by when everyone's having a good time? Cross the lane. You just got to be the last guys to get a lap started. I don't think anyone's going to improve their time. Maybe this pack. Can they get across the line? Yes, they are. Anyone behind them? Oh, nope, you're done. So, we're going to... Oh, do they have enough time to get around? They should. They should have enough time to get around. Yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds to put up a lap. Can anyone jump the timesheets? Last shots here. Final seconds. Is there going to be any shockers? Any whoop-de-doos? Any, look at me, I'm going to the top, Mom? No? I didn't think so. I just wanted to be sure. Is Matthews on pole? That's another question. It looks like he's going to be. Alright, so that is the end of qualifying. Let's back her out and take a look at your official standings. Kyle Matthews, Levi McIntyre, your front row for this season's Daytona 500. Congratulations to those two. Through the duels, they will be locked into the front row and the Daytona 500, so congratulations. And Godspeed to you. I'm going to pause things here. JT Bryant, good showing in third. Kate Anderson, 4th place. Courtney Keith, 5th place. So, said Keith, good showing there. Alex Ferranti, the surprise for me, 6th place. Dev Becker in 7th. Tim Fiegel in 9th. Or 8th, I'm sorry. 9th place, Alex Drayton. 10th place, Diego Yepes. So, the 59 car, even a new driver, new manufacturer, same old recipe. 10th place for the 59. 11th place, Sky Commons in his new ride. 12th place is Turner in the number 78. Aflac, Mercedes-Benz. 13th will be Dylan Froh. 14th, Johnny Gardner. 15th, Zach Rogers. 16th, Jessica Shelton after the promise from earlier in the session. 17th will be William Flickinger. Was it William Flickinger the whole time? My God, I am so sorry. So Flickinger, I'm just going to call you Flickinger. Flickinger is 17th, 18th, Cody Lumbus, 19th, Dylan Poteet, 20th, Ramian Fisher. That's the top 20. Not like it matters after that, but I will scroll down, and you can determine what grid you will be in for in the Connor Meyer. My God, man. The humanity. Can't even get out of the 42nd position. What a bloke. So let's look at Duel 1. We can have Duel 1 will be Kyle Matthews, JT Bryant, Courtney Keith, Dev Mecker, Alex Drayton, Sky Commons, Dylan Thoreau, Zach Rogers, William Flickinger, Dylan Poteet, Ember Ross, Seth Cole, James Qualls, Philip Parker, Jeff Finguy, Fitzwater, Miles, Batson, Moore, Shear, James, and Meyer. Oh, and I probably just butchered that all the hell. Be Baranowskis, that final spot, my bad. And Duel 2, be McIntyre, Anderson, Ferranti, Fiegel, Yepes, Turner, Gardner, Shelton, Lamas, Fisher, Keith, Arndt, Sanford, Finguy. Yeah, I messed that up. Yeah, whatever. Well, there's your grid. It is 1:42 in the morning. I'm going to bed. That has been qualifying at Daytona. Thank you for joining us here on the WKK3 channel. We'll have the duels out for you on Thursday. And hope you enjoyed the ARCA race that has gone up already. And hope to see you for the shootout tomorrow. It's going to be a great week. Man, I'm going to need a Pepsi after this week. A nice cold Pepsi. So for Warren Keith in the booth, signing off, there's your starting lineup for the duels. And congrats to Kyle Matthews and Levi McIntyre for locking out the front row for the Daytona 500. Adios!